Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Good Enough Dads. As you'll notice, my partner in crime, Michael, isn't here today. That's because, thankfully, he hasn't run into the issue that I felt it necessary to make a video about this time. So, starting off, we, last couple weeks or so, little Emmett here's had a cold and cough and phlegm up and stuff like that. So I just wanted to kind of make a video for you guys on tips of what I've done to either help him with that phlegm or at least make him more comfortable throughout the process as we kind of let the cold run its course for him. So first thing is he's been coughing quite a bit, and one of the biggest things to try and help loosen that phlegm up, what we've learned, is just to kind of sit him up right here and just pat his back like you would if you were trying to burp him. This will help try and break that phlegm up in their either lungs and try and work it up or either work it down so they can get it out of the throat and maybe have a little bit better airway. Second thing is he likes to cuddle a little bit. This is more of a soothing type thing for him. So, you know, kind of in the middle of the night he'd wake up with a bunch of crud and be sad. So I would come out here into the chair and just put him chest to chest. That's his favorite position, I think, whenever he's uncomfortable, and just kind of tap his back or tap his bottom a little bit to try and, you know, help him through what he's going through. Another thing that has helped out a lot is the nose Frida, which if you follow me, I'll show you kind of what that is. The nose Frida, some might think, and I did too right away, is kind of disgusting, just based on the principle of what it is. But all in all, it has been extremely helpful, and it's not near as disgusting as what you would think it is. So what you do is you have this little tube, you have your suction here that goes into it. I'm not going to put it in right now because I only have one hand. And then you would just suck out the snot out of their mouths. Got a little bit of spit up there, bud. You just put it up to their nose. You don't want to shove it in their nose because that could potentially scratch the inside of the nose, so you don't want to do that. But like right before he would feed, to try and help with his airway be open a little more while he's got his mouth full of milk, is you just put that right up there and do each nostril, suck on it, try and get as much phlegm out and snot out as you can, just to try and make him a little more comfortable right before feeding. There's also little filters in here that keep anything from actually getting into your mouth if that's something you're worried about. I know, like I said, it sounds a little bit gross at first, but once you do it a couple times, you realize you're not actually going to get anything in there, so that helps out a lot. Number one, this has helped us just easing our minds a little bit, to know that he's not getting a fever. He just kind of has a little bit of a cold. And like most babies, I would assume, Emmett doesn't like the thermometers that go underneath his armpit. So what we have here is the original Exergen temporal scanner. It was a gift from my grandma. All you do is turn it on and then swipe across their head, and it gives you a temperature reading. So it's extremely comfortable for the baby. It's quick. We usually do it 3 times and just kind of take the average of the 3. And as you can tell, he's getting a little bit upset now, probably getting a little bit hungry. One more thing, just before you guys usually do the nose Frida, if you decide to go that route, they have Little Remedies baby nasal spray. This will just help kind of loosen up the phlegm and the mucus and the snot in his nose to be able to suck it out a little bit better. Just trying to make him as comfortable as possible and make your baby as comfortable as possible throughout this process is probably the biggest thing. You know, sometimes you just got to let colds run their course, and then just, again, try and take care of your baby. All right, thanks for joining us, and if you like what you see and found it helpful, hit like below. If you like what you've seen so far throughout our channel, go ahead and hit subscribe, and if you have any tips for me as well as anybody else who's viewing our channel, make sure you comment those below so that way everybody can kind of learn from each other.